Hello and welcome to Chemistry Sensei. This is Shane speaking. Today we'll be going through Primary 4 Math 2019 Rosyth SA1 Paper 2 Part 2. Before we continue, it will be good that you try these questions by yourself. These questions can be found in the link provided down in the description box below. If not, let us begin. Question 37. Study the figures below. Put a tick in the box if the dotted line is a line of symmetry. Okay, in figure J, this line over here is not the line of symmetry. Okay, this is because the shape on the left hand side of the line is different from the shape from the right hand side of the line. Okay, so figure J is not the answer. Let's take a look at figure K. Okay, the line of symmetry over here, this line over here is the line of symmetry. Okay, this is because the shape on the left hand side is the same as the shape on the right hand side. Okay, they are mirror images. So figure K is a symmetrical figure. Alright, let's move on to question B. Complete the figure below with XY as the line of symmetry. Okay, so the line is over here. Okay, if you notice, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. These 6 boxes are shaded. So similarly, we should say shade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Next, we do slowly one by one from left hand side to the right hand side. Okay. So over here we have a triangle. So we should follow the shape. Draw a triangle over here and shade this portion. Alright. Similarly, over here there is another triangle. So when we follow the shape, we should shade this portion. Okay. Next, there is a square. Alright, so we simply shade the entire square. Alright, followed by the last triangle over here. Right, so this is the shaded portion for the symmetric figure. Okay, let us move on to question 38. Samantha had half kg of berries at first. Okay, at first. 1/5 kg of the berries were rotten. She needed 2 kg of berries to bake a cake. Okay, so initially at the beginning she has half kg. Alright, however, because 1/5 of the berries were rotten, we can no longer use the 1/5 kg, so we need to take them out. Okay, so we have half kg minus 1/5 kg. Alright, if you are confused by the unit, you can simply take out the units. Then we just have 1/2 minus 1/5. Okay. In order to do subtraction, we need to make sure that the denominators are the same. This can be done by multiplying the denominator with each other. What do I mean by that? Okay, so we have half. Alright, so the denominator over here is 2. So we should multiply by the other denominator, which is 5. Okay, when we multiply the denominator by 5, we should multiply the numerator by 5 as well. Okay. Similarly, for 1/5, the other denominator is 2. So we should multiply it by 2. Okay, this is because 2 times 5 is the same as 5 times 2. We would want to make the denominator the same. Okay, so when we multiply the denominator by 2, we should multiply the numerator by 2 as well. Okay, while you are doing your calculation, do not forget the units. Okay, So we have 1 times 5, which is 5, 2 times 5, 10. Okay, minus 1 times 2, 2, 5 times 2, 10 kilograms. Okay, so over here 5 minus 2 is 3, so we have 3 over 10 kilograms. Okay, so 3 over 10 kilogram is what we can use. However, she needs 2 kilogram in total. Alright, so how many more berries, how many more kilogram of berries does she need? Okay, this can be found by taking the total amount of the berries she needs minus away what she currently has to find out how many more kilograms of berries she needs. Okay, so we have 2 kilogram minus 3 over 10 kilogram. Okay, so 2 kilogram is the same as 2 times 1 kilogram. Okay, and 1 is simply 10 over 10. Okay, we follow the denominator over here. Alright, okay, so 2 times 10 is 20 over 10 minus 3 over 10 kilograms. So the final answer is 20 minus 3, which is 17 over 10 kilograms. Okay, for this question, it is not necessary to convert the answer into mixed number. Alright, so leaving it in improper fraction is fine. Let us now move on to question 39. Ethan wants to pack 36 pencils and 27 rulers into goodie bags. Each item is packed equally into goodie bags. What is the greatest number of goodie bags that Ethan can pack? Okay, so basically what she is doing is she is dividing the 36 pencils and 27 rulers. Okay, in order for her to be able to divide, in order for Ethan to pack 36 pencils equally into each goodie bag, first she must find the factors of 36. Okay, so we have 1 times 36. Okay, because 36 is an even number, it has a factor of 2. 2 times 18 gives 36. Alright, how about 3 times table? Yes, 3 times 12 gives 36. How about 4 times table? Yes, 4 times 9. Okay, there is no 5 times table because the number 36 does not end with either a 0 or 5. Alright, how about 6 times table? Yes, 6 times 6 gives 36. Okay, now let's do the same for 27 rulers. Okay, so we have 1 times 27. Okay, because 27 is not an even number, it does not have a factor of 2. Okay, so 3 times 9 gives 27, and I think that's about it. So from here we find the common factors. Okay, there's common factor of 1, 3 and 9. From here we can conclude that the answer is 9. 9 is the greatest number of goodie bags that Ethan can pack that contains equal amount of pencils and rulers. Now let us move on to question 40. Adeline had 3 times as many marbles as Betty. Alright, so Adeline and Betty. Adeline has 3 times, so she has 3 units more than Betty, and Betty only has 1. After Adeline had given Betty 25 marbles, they had the same number of marbles each. Okay, so this is before. Okay, Let's take a look at after. So after Adeline had given Betty 25, they have the same number of marbles. Okay. From the first diagram, we know that this portion here is the same as this portion. Alright. So when Adeline transfers a certain amount, they will have the same. Okay, so from this diagram actually, you can conclude that when Adeline gives one box, 1 unit worth of marbles to Betty, then they will have the same number of marbles. So what does this mean? So this actually suggests that one box is 25 marbles. Okay, so how many marbles do they have all together? They have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of marble. Okay, the total number of marbles that Adeline and Betty have does not change. They are simply transferring marbles between each other. The total number of marbles between them does not change. Okay, so we know that 1 unit represents 25 marbles. This means that 4 units must be 25 times 4. Okay, when we multiply 4 on the left hand side, we also multiply 4 on the right hand side. Okay, so what is 25 multiplied by 4? So we have 25 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, so we have put a 0 here and a 2 on top. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So from here, know that 25 times 4 is 100. They have a total of 100 marbles. Let's move on to question 41. Annie and Sarah had the same number of stickers at first. Okay, so we have Annie and Sarah. They have the same number of stickers. So this is before, at first. Okay, what happened next? After Annie had bought 38 stickers. Okay, so Annie had this amount at first. Then she had bought 38 more stickers. So now she has more stickers. And Sarah had lost 25 stickers. Okay. So Sarah has lost 25 stickers. In the end, Annie has 4 times as many stickers as Sarah. Okay, so from the second diagram over here, okay, we know that Annie now has 38 plus 25 more stickers than Sarah. Okay, so what's 38 plus 25? 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay, 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. From here, we can find out that Annie has 63 more stickers than Sarah. Okay, by looking at the third diagram over here, we know that these 3 units must be 63 because we have found out that Annie has 63 more stickers than Sarah. Okay, so 3 units represent 63. Let us find out 1 unit. Okay, in order to find 1 unit, we have to divide by 3 on the left hand side. So when we divide by 3 on the left hand side, we divide by 3 on the right hand side. So let's find out what is 63 divided by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Alright, then we bring down the 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0. Alright, so we have 21 as the answer for 1 unit. Now let's take a look at the question. How many stickers did each girl have at first? Okay, so in order to find how many stickers they have at first, let's find out how many stickers they have now. Okay, Sarah has 1 unit, so this is Sarah after losing 25 stickers. Okay, let's find 4 units for Annie. Okay, so in order to find 4 units, we need to multiply by 4. So we have 21, which is from 1 unit, multiplied by 4. So what is 21 multiplied by 4? We have 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. So 4 units represent 84. So what is the number of stickers Annie have at first? So before, at first, Annie had 38 stickers less because she had bought 38 stickers. So before, she had 38 stickers less. So 84 minus 38. Okay, so as 4 cannot minus 8, we need to borrow 1 from here, so to make it such that the numbers become 14. So 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, 7 minus 3 is 4. So at first, Annie had 46 stickers. Annie. Okay. How about Sarah? At first, she had 25 stickers more because she did not lose 25 stickers. Okay, so initially she had 25 stickers more. So what is 21 plus 25? 1 plus 5 is 6, 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, Sarah had 46 stickers at first. Actually, for this question, finding out the number of stickers of one of the girl is sufficient. You do not need to find the stickers for both of them because the question had already tell you they have the same number of stickers at first. Okay, so this second step over here is actually more for you to check if your answer makes sense. Now let us move on to question 42. A farmer had 4 times as many apples as oranges. So we have apple, we have oranges. Apples are 4 times, so it has 4 units. While for apple, it has only 1 unit. After he had sold 175 apples, he had twice as many oranges as apples. Oh, so what happened? So after selling 175 apples, the number of orange is twice as compared to the number of apples. Okay, how many apples did he have at first? Actually, we can combine the information from this part here and this part here. The number of oranges did not change. So in order to make this unit here to 2 units, we simply divide this by 2. Okay, so we have 1 unit, 2 units. Alright. If we do it for this unit for orange, we should also do it for apple. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, realize that there are 2 units of oranges left and only 1 unit of apple left. So what does this mean? This actually means that these 7 units, okay, these 7 units represent 175 apples. Okay, so 7 units represent 175 apples. Let's find out the value for 1 unit. Okay, you should have noticed by now that for this kind of questions, it's important to always find 1 unit. So how do we find 1 unit? We simply divide by 7. So when we divide on the left hand side, we should divide on the right hand side. So what is 175 divided by 7? 175 divided by 7. 1 cannot be divided by 7, so we put a 0 over here. Next, 17. 7 times 2 is 14. So 7 minus 4 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we bring down the 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Alright, so we have 7 times 5 is 35. 35 minus 35 is 0. So from here we found out that 1 unit represents 25 apples or oranges. Okay, how many apples did he have at first? At first he has 8 units. Alright, so at first he had 8 units. Okay, so from 1 unit, how do we get 8 units? We simply multiply by 8. So we have 25 times 8. What is 25 times 8? 25 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. 200 for 8 units. So he had 200 apples at first. Now let us move on to question 43. Belinda had thrice means 3 times, as many sweets as Wan-Li at first. So before, Belinda had 3 times. Wan-Li only has 1. After Wan-Li had given away 8 sweets, okay, so what happened? Wan-Li had given away 8 sweets. That means she has 8 lesser sweets now. Alright. Next, Belinda had 5 times as many sweets as Wan-Li. So what happened? So after, okay, so Belinda has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Wan-Li only has 1 unit. So at the start, Belinda had 2 units more than Wan-Li. Now, Belinda has 4 units more than Wan-Li. So by comparing these two models, it makes sense to us that these 2 units is actually 8. Why? Because now Belinda has 2 more units more than Wan-Li, when at the beginning she already had 2 units more than Wan-Li. So the only number that is changed is 8 over here. So from these two diagrams, we know that 2 units represent 8 sweets. Okay, so we find 1 unit of sweets. So how do we find 1 unit? We simply divide by 2. So when we divide by 2 on the left hand side, we should divide by 2 on the right hand side. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. How do I know? Because 2 times 4 is 8. Alright, that's why 8 divided by 2 is 4. Alright, how many sweets did Belinda have? Now Belinda has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belinda has 5 units. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. So the final answer is 20. Alright, last question, question 44. Mrs. Rani baked some muffins. She sold 3/8 of the muffins in the morning and 1/4 of them in the afternoon. She had 15 muffins left. So let's take a look at the first fraction. First is 3 out of 8. So we have a total of 8 units. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 3 of them are sold in the morning, and 1/4 of them now. So we need to convert 1/4 first. We know that total is 8 units. Alright, so how do we convert 4 to become 8? We simply multiply by 2. So when we multiply 2 on the denominator, we should also multiply by 2 on the numerator. So we know that 2 out of the 8 units is sold in the afternoon. From here, we know that the remaining 3 units, 6, 7, and 8, okay, the remaining 3 units is 15. Alright. From here, let's find out how many muffins does 1 unit represent. So we know that 3 units represent 15. So how do we find 1 unit? We simply divide it by 3. So what is 15 divided by 3? 15 divided by 3 is 5, because 3 times 5 is 15. Alright, so 3 times 5 is 15. Part A. What fraction of the muffin had she left? Okay, so for part A, she is left with 3 units out of a total of 8 units. Alright, for part B, how many muffins did she bake in total? So in total there are 8 units. Okay, so from here, how can we find 8 units? Simply multiply by 8. So we have 5 multiplied by 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. Okay, and that is the answer for question 44, part B. Okay, thank you for watching up to here. I hope you have enjoyed the video and learned something new. Alright, see you soon.